1 minute, 57. That is the time Keely Hodgkinson posted on Tuesday morning in Birmingham, and she did it while barely breathing hard. Audrey Werro answered with 1 minute, 57.83. Femke Bol Broeders answered with 1 minute, 59.96. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go any further, you may subscribe to the channel for free in just 2 seconds if you enjoy these kinds of videos. Now, let's go back to our video.
Lamont, the consummate championship performer, 3 European silver medals to her name, right on the shoulder of Hodgkinson. They go through in 57.27, not super quick, pretty steady. And of course it is 2 to go through and 2 non-automatic qualifiers. Lamont now looking very, very confident. Colbert tucked in on the inside, slightly blocked. Vancado, well, Vancado just having some contact with the Belgian on her inside, but it's now Hodgkinson controlling everything very, very comfortably from the front.
Moving down the outside is the Swiss Vancado. Lamott's got some work to do. Hodgkinson through 600 metres, 127.60, so that 200 just outside 30. I thought 57.2 at the bell was pretty quick actually for a first round heat, but they come round the bend now and into the straight. Hodgkinson untroubled. This looks a little bit more like the Keely Hodgkinson we've grown to know and love. Good running from Colbert, the German. She's stuck with her throughout. That maybe was her game plan. She's run really, really strongly here as Hodgkinson. And coming through for second place, it's Vancado, is it? No, it's Werro of Italy there who takes second spot. 60 seconds that final lap there. The winning time 1:57.29, almost exactly 60 seconds that second lap. Keely Hodgkinson not taking any chances at all there, made sure it was healthy and honest from the front. Werro, great run from her. Lamotte back in 5th place. I don't know what's wrong with her. The first 3 go through by right with 4 non-automatic qualifiers. It's absolutely astonishing how relaxed Broeders looks. She's jogging, hardly using her arms. They could be tied to her sides. Goes through there, 58.82. I thought I was going to say 60 something because it's an optical illusion we see Broeders go like that. The German, I think, was clipped, and I wonder if there'll be an appeal. She dropped out after 250 metres. That's Vielgosh tucked in right behind there, doing just the right thing. And Gajanova coming down the outside, the Slovakian Phil into an attacking position, but Broeders still looks like she's jogging. It's a remarkable sight.
Yes, Gajanova now coming up on the inside, challenging Vielgosh. Gajanova, we know, we've seen her so many times finish very, very quickly. Great exponents indoors as well, Gajanova, the Slovakian record holder. But it's still Broeders looking as though she's just striding out, just almost jogging. It looks so relaxed from Broeders while Gajanova getting into a good position and challenging down the home straight. Gajanova working so hard on her inside though. Broeders almost walking across the line, just inside 2 minutes. Gajanova takes second, takes the automatic qualifying spot. Now Werro very much taking a part of the playbook from Hodgkinson, and Broeders leading from the gun. Werro tucked in on the inside in perfect position. Gemma Ricci trying to find the form from old, and she's up on the shoulder of Werro now, having a good run, Ricci, and Vukovic having an outstanding run, the Croatian. She's really up there in competition for one of those 3 automatic qualifying spaces. Becker tucked on the inside, but a bit blocked.
Millan's right at the back there. The Spaniard's got some work to do here over the last 200 metres. Werro running the shortest line. It's been a smart race from her and nice running so far from Gemma Ricci. Vukovic in 3rd place, working hard to stay with this pair as Ricci keeps the rest at the bay there. They've got to come very wide if they want to get past her. It's been a good run from Ricci. Werro checks over her shoulder. She must be feeling relaxed. The French athlete coming through there is Lieberman into 3rd place. Ricci needs to keep running hard. It's getting to the first 3. Vukovic trying to come through on the inside. Werro is okay, but Ricci was going to be run out of it into 4th place. Oh dear. For the home crowd in the stadium, 1:57.84. Very similar time there from Werro. As if to say to Keely Hodgkinson after that first race win where the Briton came home comfortably in 1:57.28, a little bit quicker. Anything you can do, I can do as well.
What if I told you that Birmingham's biggest story wasn't just who qualified, but also who, without even appearing under duress, silently conveyed a message to the rest of Europe? The women's 800-meter race is already regarded as one of the most competitive events of the 2026 European Athletics Championships, and the fight for gold has grown even more uncertain following the events of Day 2. The goal for three of the biggest names in women's middle distance running when they took the track at Alexander Stadium was to make it through the first round without making any expensive blunders. That's exactly what they did. Don't panic, nothing dramatic, just total command. Beneath those easy wins, however, were performances that showed much more than just the final times. Welcome to the second day of the European Athletics Championships in 2026. The championships take place in Birmingham, England, from August 10 to August 16. The biggest athletics competition in Europe is being held in a British city for the first time in the event's 92-year existence, making this edition historic. While there have been outstanding performances in every session, the women's 800 meters have garnered arguably the most attention, because it brings together Olympic champions, elite veterans, and a new generation of young stars with the potential to revolutionize the discipline. Fans have been anticipating this event. There is a simple schedule for the competition. The first round was held on Tuesday, followed by the semi-finals on Thursday and the championship final on Friday night. This implies that all athletes are aware that there is no justification for squandering energy during the first round. Qualification, not records, is the aim. However, seasoned runners also know that how you qualify might show how ready you are for the challenges that lie ahead. There is one crucial point that has to be clarified before we get into the races. Femke Bol is now labeled as Femke Bol Broeders, which some viewers could notice. This is the same athlete who holds the indoor 400-meter world record and has won the 400-meter hurdles twice. The only thing that has changed is the last name. Her choice to abandon one of the most prosperous hurdle careers in contemporary track and field and devote herself entirely to the 800 meters was what really shocked the sports community in 2026, not her name. At the highest level, switching events is extremely uncommon because it requires an entirely different mix of placement, race, strategies, and endurance. Her performance was one of the most closely watched stories of the day because it was her first championship race in this new discipline on Tuesday. Olympic champion Keely Hodgkinson won the first heat, and she appeared to be a skilled athlete. There was no need for taking needless chances or chasing a fantastic time. The only consideration was qualification. Hodgkinson maintained her composure, positioned herself flawlessly, and waited patiently before moving since the first lap. She accelerated with total confidence at the pivotal point and finished first in 1 minute 57.28. Germany's Smilla Kolbe finished third in 1 minute 57.80, while Italy's Eloisa Coiro trailed closely after in 1 minute 57.56. Those performances were incredibly fast for the first round of the championship, demonstrating that no one planned to easily pass qualification. Before the medals were even contested, every athlete knew that a single error may end the tournament. After then, Audrey Werro gave what might have been the session's most persuasive performance. The Swiss athlete raced with the assurance of someone who was completely aware of her current form as she entered Birmingham as the fastest woman in the world this season. She opted to dominate the race from the front for the majority of the 2 laps rather than staying securely in the pack. By using this tactic, she was able to control the rhythm and lessen the chance of feeling constrained. Werro didn't seem to hit her limit as the finish drew near. Instead, she just quickened her pace and broke away from the field. She easily guaranteed her spot in the semifinals by stopping the clock at 1 minute 57.83. The performance appeared effortless, which may have been even more amazing than the time. She didn't seem to be under any pressure at all, and she crossed the finish line as if she had another piece of equipment. In the same race, the depth of this championship became clear. Veronica van Cardo of Switzerland finished 4th, despite setting a lifetime best time of 1 minute 58.20. At that level, a personal best would often be sufficient to automatically proceed. It wasn't in Birmingham. The level of competition at this year's European Championships is aptly demonstrated by that one outcome. At last, the focus turned to Femke Bol Broeders. She began in lane 2 and used the same clever approach that has characterized her transition into the 800 meters this season. In order to minimize traffic, personal touch, and needless energy expenditure, she moved toward the front right away. She won her heat in 1 minute 59.96 after taking the lead and managing each lap with amazing poise. The stopwatch doesn't provide a complete picture, even if her winning time was slower than those in the previous heats. Positioning has always been more important in championship racing than speed. Bol Broeders never had to react to an attack, never appeared uneasy, and never had to demonstrate her fastest speed. She just did what seasoned champions do, which is to safely qualify while saving vital energy for the upcoming, much more difficult rounds. Now that Keely Hodgkinson, Audrey Werro, and Femke Bol Broeders have all advanced with ease, the women's 800-meter semifinals promise to be one of the most exciting competitions. One question was addressed in the first round, but it also brought up a more significant one. Who will demonstrate that they have saved the most for the races that really matter when the three finally face off under true pressure? If you enjoyed this incredible and exciting track and field highlights, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, thanks for watching.